Hey guys, how's it going? I don't know if I've got that set right or not. There we go. Hey Kevin, good to see you, buddy. I've really missed you guys, let me tell you. There we go. It has been a rough few weeks for sure. Have I missed anything important? There's Mike, how's it going? Oh, there's always trouble in the house here. Oh, goodness me. I'm doing pretty good. I mean, I feel better than I felt in 3 weeks or a month now, but I tell you what, I don't know. I think it was some kind of vitamin deficiency or something because I was at work the other day. I drink plenty of water when I'm at work, but I won't drink Gatorade or anything because of the high sodium content. It ends up drying you out more most of the time. But I drank a Gatorade at work last Monday and it kind of perked me up a little bit. I started feeling a little bit better then. And I just started getting better from there. Now I started taking a 1-a-day vitamin, and I'm not gonna say I'm 100%, but I'm much better than I was. Hey Bradley, how's it going? Flossie made it, yay! And honestly, Mike, that may be it. I may have just been pushing it too hard because I was working from 4:15 till 12:45 and then getting up at 9 o'clock and giving myself an hour to wake up and do what chores had to do around the house and then come down here in the shop and work till time for me to go into work. So I may just have had myself completely wore out, but it was rough, whatever it was. I couldn't let my dogs out today. It was raining too bad. Yeah, Flossie, that's the reason I haven't really made a video or anything in the past few weeks. Because I was just the rundown. I just couldn't. I had to go to work. I couldn't miss work because where I got that virus a couple of months ago, that put me up to where if I was even late for work, I would have been fired. So I had to keep my job until we got laid off anyway. When we go back next season, though, we're getting a $4 raise. Yeah, back when I was a teenager, I cut the tendon or ligament across that knuckle with a razor blade, and it caused my finger to stay bent over like that. And I had to have surgery on it. And when they done that surgery, they had it wrapped up about that big around, so I couldn't use my right hand for anything, and I learned to use my left for. The only thing I can't do good with my left hand is write. Of course, I can't write good with my right hand either, so. I filed for unemployment today before I started my video since it's a lack of work layoff. If I get that, I mean, if another job comes up, I'll take it. But if I get that unemployment, that would leave me open to where I could actually do this and not have to worry about a job for a few weeks anyway. Yeah, I've figured that out, Mike. I got me a video recorded today. Well, finished recording today. I had started on it right before I got sick. But I'll get it edited tonight or in the morning and hopefully posted tomorrow sometime. I hated leaving my channel sitting like that long. At least it rained today, so my allergies aren't quite as bad as they have been being. Yeah, Flossie, I was in a wreck about 14 years or so ago that done me that way. It gave me what they call a subarachnoid hemorrhage. It's a bleed in the lining of your brain. It really messed up my memory pretty bad. I mean, I've still got some brain damage from it, but if you didn't know me before, you wouldn't realize it now. But I had a damn near photographic memory. I could look at the page of a book and close the book and read the page to you just where I had it in my head. But after that wreck, I couldn't even walk and talk at the same time. It was pitiful. So I found this at Harbor Freight the other day. It is a big thing of these blue shop towels. It has 200 towels on it in it. And it is made so you can mount it to the wall or to your workbench or wherever you want to mount it. And they sell refills for it. This was $16 and the refills were like $12 or $14. And that was totally worth it. So I went ahead and bought it. I ain't really tried the bucket yet. Is it that bad, Mike? I hadn't tried them yet. I ain't figured out where to hang them yet. I would hang them on the side of my workbench over there, but I plan on putting a vise there when I get one made. I guess I could hang it in under the miter saw station. Hmm. Apple makes you sign an NDA when you leave. I guess that makes sense, though, especially with what your job was. Yeah, when something happens to your brain like that, that was always one of my biggest fears too. I used to rely so heavily on that photographic memory, and after I lost it, I had to relearn how to do everything. I mean, I did relearn everything. Okay, just it kind of sucked having to relearn it, but I learned how to do everything again. So I will not take that test again, Mike. I refuse to. I was 146 the last time I took it, and I will not take it again because I'm afraid of what it's going to say. Yeah, there's just no way I would take that test again. I suspect I know what it would say, but I'd say it would probably rank me around 115, 120, but that would really suck going from the break line of gifted genius down to average. What's up, AR? Hey, Barb, how's it going? Oh, 328. Wow, last I looked, I was 318. Oh boy, I'm glad that bounced off my foot. That's the fiance's phone. That would have got me in trouble. Well, thank you. Okay, Mike. Yeah, anytime. You're more than welcome to message me anytime. uh, well, honestly, not much. We got the brakes fixed on the car finally. Only costed $392. Hey, Norm. But now it sounds like the CV joint's fixing to go out on it. So there's that. But every B trap there's a win. Every B trap I've made, I've sold except for one. Oh, Path. I've been a little bit sick, old Path. I'm back better now, I believe. I think burning the candle at both ends kind of caught up to me a little bit. I got a 4x4 over here cut up. I went ahead and got an 8-footer and cut it up. It's over here in the floor drying where it was still wet, but I've got it laying on a Harbor Freight moving blanket with it wrapped up over the top of it where a heater can blow into it and dry it out. It's about dry enough to work with, so hopefully by the time somebody wants more, I'll have them dry enough to make them. I believe I did, Mike. I'd have to go back and look, but I believe I did. I watched a lot of stuff there right before I got so run down. I tried to watch all of everybody's channels, everything they had posted, and that got difficult. Okay. I think since I've got the stencils in the morning, I'm going to go ahead and cut up some more fence pickets and make the appropriate Scrabble letters to spell out your company name and lay it out in a Scrabble configuration and post it on Facebook Marketplace and offer it for sale for whatever they're like I don't know, $2 or $3 a letter, I guess. I think $3 a letter for cedar would be all right. I wouldn't charge any more than that for cedar. I can't, Mike, not while I've got my live going. I'll open it later and look at it though. If I open it, it'll kill the live. What's it made out of? Is it made out of construction lumber or? No, I don't have an internet connection, Flossie. I'm just operating off of my phone right now. I'm going to get internet soon, hopefully. But in the morning, I think I'll do the Scrabble letter sign and list it on Marketplace. And I also think I'll make me another Bite House prototype and list it on Marketplace. The biggest problem with what we do is things that sell in one area will not sell at all in another. And the things that will sell, people will jump on them and then they'll price the bottom out of them, trying to sell what they can till they're not worth making anymore. Like them damn picket planters. I've made one of those just as a prototype. And I sanded it down really nice, and my God, that was a lot of sanding. And it took me a couple of hours just to get it sanded down real nice. And then I finally had enough sense to use the belt sander to sand on them, and that sped it up some. But by the time I got done with it, I said, this is just going to have to be something that I make and sell rustic, because that's too much time since I don't have a planer. Well, I've got this hand planer now, but there's people here selling them for $20 and $25, and it ain't even worth it to me to get started making them for that. Hell yeah, Mike. I mean, I'll definitely give them a shot. But me and my fiance had been talking before we got the news about the layoff, but if I could make in some combination about $15,000 a year between, YouTube and the woodworking, that I could quit working at a job and just focus all of my time down here in the shop. That's about what my big bench I made outside is 2x4 and fence pickets. I think I may have posted a picture of it in the Facebook group. I can't remember. But I mean, it's big enough to lay down and take a nap on. I was going to put a back on it till I realized how nice it felt to lay on, so I didn't put one on it. But everybody here absolutely loves that bench I made for outside. Yeah, hauling's going to be a problem for me because the registration on the Explorer is suspended, and the Mustang wouldn't fit a bench, I don't think. I don't really have anybody I can get to haul anything, I don't think. I might could talk my neighbor into it, but I don't want to ask somebody without a license to drive and then them get pulled over and it'd be my fault. Yeah, I'll get it figured out one way or another. I've got it. Yeah, I'm feeling better, much better. I'm still, I wouldn't say I'm at 100% yet, but I'm better than I have been. How you doing, Steve? 嗯。Oh, let's see here. .4'1". These 2x4s are on the bottom of my workbench here, and my miter saw stand and my wood rack are all from some kind of shipping frame that an electrical company in town had sitting outside when I went to get pallets from them when I first started. There was some of that green plastic banding in that little groove there. I never thought about that. I have thought about stealing some people's fences, 1 or 2 pickets at a time, but there's the whacking shack. How's it going, buddy? Yeah, something popped up on my Facebook Marketplace the other day that if I would have had $200 and a way to get 100 or so miles away to get it, I would have got it. It was an old sawmill. It was just, it looked like a metal frame about probably as wide as my workbench and about as high. And it had a big round blade on it and a pulley for a belt, and it had a 6 horsepower motor that went with it to turn it. But I would have loved to have had that. Hey, Robert, how's it going? But yeah, I told my fiance I was going to take a week off before I started looking for a job. That way I could fully recuperate and actually spend some time in the shop to see if I couldn't get some income coming in. I need to be getting me a shop built and trying to get out of the basement, but that requires money. The basement doesn't cost any money. $1 for a 3 to 4 foot long. Are they cedar, Barb? Big Max, how's it going? Plywood. Holy crap, we got 13 people in here. Barb, I'd be all over that, man. Even if they are just 3 to 4 foot long, $1 a piece, that's a steal. For these 6 foot cedar fence pickets that I get at Lowe's, they're $3, and the last ones I bought were $3.54, I think it was. So that's totally worth it. I would be driving that woman crazy if I was you. Damn, Mike. I've got a couple of 2x4s and a 2x6 over here on the wood rack. I was going to try to make an Adirondack chair or something out of to see if it would sell. But yeah, I'm open to any and all ideas. Yeah, Barb, that's something I probably should have done was put my wood up above my head like that, but I don't know that I just I guess I'll just leave it where it's at for now. But when I build me a shop outside, out back, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put it up in the rafters. So anybody making anything interesting this week? Yeah, I just done my last video of garden stuff, so I guess I'll be working towards 4th of July. I guess I'll try to make a flag, and I ain't got to do one of those yet. I wish I had a laser engraver, but that'll be a while down the road yet. Yeah, well, I see. I got to get my butt in the garden too. I've not got anything planted at all yet. Although I did have a potato come up from last year though, so we didn't get them all out of there, I guess. But hey, Barb, don't be. I've only been doing this a couple of years. I'm not the best in the world by any means. I I don't know if I would still classify myself as a beginner, but I'm as close to a beginner as you can get. And I had done a couple of things before I ran up on Daniel's channel, but after I ran up on Daniel's channel is when I really got started. And it was something that he said that really motivated me to get going. He said, you don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. And that just kind of stuck with me there and stuck in my mind. There's my star stencil for my American flags. There's a little flag stencil I can decorate for signs or something. We got some letters and some dragons and some ocean life and some wildlife. I could have swore I had another little flag thing in here, but I don't see it. So, there's some Celtic knots. There's my Scrabble stencils. Some more wildlife stuff. I thought I had another flag stencil, but apparently I do not. Maybe I need to build me a better filing system than plastic bags. Oh, but either way, you're more than welcome to give yourself a plug in here if you want to. Yeah, I need to go through and try to get caught up on all videos that I've missed. I know I've missed a bunch. Lived in New Mexico for 4 years, so kind of partial to them. Okay. Well, that would get in the way of a surge protector. That would get knocked down from when I cut stuff there. That might work. Yeah, I believe it'll go under the Microsoft stand. Yeah, I believe I'll put it under the Microsoft stand. Oh, I guess I can put it right there. That stringer's gonna fuck that up, man. Well, right there. There. I'll put it under the motorcycle. Sorry about that. I was trying to figure out where I'm gonna hang that. Oh, you're fine, Mike. You're fine. I was just reading along. Okay, old pie. You have a good day, brother. We'll see you later. Get you plenty of rest, buddy. Good Lord, everybody upstairs is being loud. So, Barb, do you have any projects you would like to see in a video? Oh, cool. Well, thank you, Mike. I appreciate that. I don't know if you've seen any of my channel before tonight, Barb, but I have a beginner series starting out from the very beginning. You make a pencil sharpener and then some sawhorses and a bench top to put on top of it, so you've got a portable workbench and other things you need for your shop along the way, and then you progress into gifts you can make and stuff you can sell. And in my beginner series, I only used my hand tools, my circular saw, jigsaw, stuff like that. So here's how you deal with that, Barb. You price it a lot cheaper, and that'll get you the sale. And you can't say Amish made, but you can say made in the Amish style. yeah, I mean, I teach you everything you need to have you a completely mobile workshop as far as that goes. Sand and block, everything. And that toolbox will hold my jigsaw, my circular saw, my drill, hammer, sand and block, all kinds of stuff. Yes, Mike, a lot of what we do is word of mouth. One of my B-trap sales was a lady that bought some last year. She messaged me and asked me if I still done it. And I told her yes. And she said she needed 3 more. And when I took them to her, she said that her son was wanting them and asked her where she got hers. And she said, I'll get them for you. You just don't order none. I'll get them for you. And she messaged me. She said she likes the way mine looks better than anybody else that sells them around here or anything. So, but the reason I lined up my beginner series like I did is because as you build these things, you learn new things each time. Like if you were to go to a trade school, that's how they would teach you. If you read any of these old woodworking books from the late 1800s to the early 1900s, they'll start out having you build something simple like a pencil sharpener, tri-square, sand and block, sawhorses, toolbox, workbench, build all the way up to it. You learn a little bit something with each and everything you make. I think I was 7 or 8 videos in before I ever even turned my table saw on. And the only reason I done it then was because the bolt that tightened up my bevel on my circular saw broke. And use your social media. Have your friends use their social media. Every prototype you make, stage it up real nice, take a picture, share it on your Facebook, say, hey, I make this to sell. If anybody is interested, get in touch with me, and have all your friends share it. Uh-oh, what happened? Okay, it's working. carpenter bee traps sell really well all through the summer. Last year they were really, really bad. This year I've not had as many here as I have the past few years. I've got a few, but nothing like they have been. So all it is a jar mounted to a 5-inch long piece of 4x4. Oh damn it! I don't have one down here. That's pretty much what they look like. There's a 45-degree hole angled upward drilled on each side, and a hole straight from the bottom up to connect to them holes. I've got a video on how to make them. I price them at $10 a piece, but if somebody buys more than one, I sell them for $8 a piece. And I don't think I've ever sold just one. But just think about problems you have in your area like that, like carpenter bees are bad around here. That's how I come up with that idea. Try to think of other common problems in your area that something you make would fix. Yeah, Kevin, that woman that was a repeat customer from last year, that was one of the things she said was mine looked better than everybody else's did. And it don't take much to make something look better. I mean, this is one of the blanks I had from last year. I can't use it because it's got a big crack in it now. Well, I probably could, but I wouldn't want to sell that and that big ass crack in it. But that little chamfer I cut on the top there makes a huge difference in the way that looks. And I sand them down with 80 grit all over. LJ's in the house. How's it going? You been doing good, LJ? You got any good builds going on? Well, the video that I'm going to be releasing tomorrow is the last of the garden stuff I'm going to make. I guess I'll probably try a flag next. I'm not 100% sure yet. I can't really think of anything else to make for the 4th of July. I think I'll make enough Scrabble letters to put together in a sign to put it in a similar layout like this, just so people can see what it would look like. Ignore my terrible writing; it won't look that bad when I make it out of the Scrabble letters. And then I'll list it for sale, $3 a letter for whatever people want it to say. I mean, people can do it for businesses. I mean, they can do it for their family names. And if you get $2 or $3 a letter and you get a family that's got 5, 6, 7, 8 kids, that's going to start adding up eventually. No, I don't have any of that right now. No, I ain't got nothing like that, but I know what you're talking about. No, I don't really have anything metal at the moment. I'm in Northeast Tennessee, Big Macs. I'm a long way away. I guess out of everybody in here right now, I'm probably closer to Flossie than I am anybody else. And she's still a good drive away. But why were you asking, Mike? I might be able to find some. People will post some on Marketplace every once in a while, so you never can tell. Mm. Let me try to catch back up on this now. Yep, Robert, that's me, a basement troll from Tennessee. I'm a little further east, but I'm not too far from Pigeon Forge, LJ. I'm in Greene County. Thanks, Dave. I'm glad to be feeling better. I'm glad to be here. I've missed you guys a whole lot. Yeah, I may have to try that, Mike. I think I'll get on stuff like Pottery Barn and Wayfair and look up 4th of July decor and see what kind of stuff they're selling too. See if I can't get some inspiration somehow. Damn, Mike, that's crazy. LJ, which direction did you drive to get there? I can't remember where you said you lived at. But if you come down I-81 and get on to I-40 to get to Pigeon Forge, then you end up driving through the county I live in. Hey, Mike, the board that you painted that on, did you make it look like a rocket? Well, that's pretty damn cool. Huh. I wouldn't even have thought about that. You see, I'd have tried to shape it like an arrow and then made that arrow look more like a rocket. And that's some pretty neat ideas there for sure. How many people we got in here? We got 14. Oh. Hello to everybody that's in here but not talking. You're welcome to say hi. Razor, how's it going? I was going to say, Mike, I don't think I can afford a 2x44. Good night, Plywood. We'll see you later. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, LJ, I'm bad about doing that too. I'm not making anything tonight, Razor. I just finished a video with the last of the garden stuff I was going to make on it. Here's one of the things I made tonight. I'm going to have to go back over it again, but the other one's a surprise. You'll see the video tomorrow. That is an herb stripper. Yeah, I see a lot of that live, laugh, love stuff. I just never did think that stuff would sell. Nice, Razor. Holy crap, it's almost midnight, guys. I'm gonna have to try some stuff like that. Yeah, Bart, people make a killing, especially during Christmas. As long as you don't have like a whole lot of competition that bottoms the price out of everything, which does unfortunately happen too much. Let's see here. Dang them some long ass screws, man. I've definitely got to do something, Mike, because the T-slots on my table saw are an odd size compared to what everything else is, so I'll have to make something for it. I bought a 1/4 inch sheet of plywood to use to do that, but I haven't done it yet. I bought one of the little miter things from Harbor Freight, but it didn't fit my T-slot, so I had to take it back. But I've definitely got to make something. Hmm. Let's see if that will work. It's a long way away, though. Sorry, guys. I promise I'm not ignoring you. I'm just trying to figure out where I can hang this damn roll of towels. Probably on my wood rack would be the place to hang. Hmm. Is this what you're talking about, LJ? Yeah, that's the cord to my belt sander where I had it up on the workbench a while ago. Yeah. I'll be back with you in just a second, guys. Oh. There we go. Okay. Let's see if that works. Sorry about that, guys. I'll be damned, that ain't gonna work. I'm an idiot. I need a new screwdriver tip. Well, that didn't work like I planned on. This right Yeah, definitely gotta get a new screwdriver tip. That should set that in there. There. Okie dokie. There. That got it. There's where I decided to hang it, guys. I didn't want it on my workbench because if the workbench is going to cause too many problems and be in the way. I believe that'll work, I believe. Yeah, Mike. Took me a minute to get a hold of the right one, but when I did, they come out. Hey, don't ever apologize for blowing up my life. I mean, that's watch hours and engagement and everything, so go for it. I probably should be getting off here and going to bed, though. I guess my fiance'd like her phone back. Whenever I go live, I bring my fiance's phone down here. That way I can keep up with the chat. Is Flossie still in here? There we go. That way I know I've got a couple of more moderators in here if it ever needs to happen. Have a good night, Kevin. Hey, it helps me out having you guys as moderators too, because I don't have very many, and Cat's not here, Plywood's already gone, and I think that's my only other two moderators besides my fiance's phone. Well, guys, yeah, I guess I better get out of here, much as I hate to. But I may do this again tomorrow afternoon after I get my video up. Damn, I hate to go and there's still 10 people in here. But normally I do this about 3 hours. We've been going an hour and 42 minutes now. I guess I probably better go ahead and go. That way I'm not pushing myself so hard. Yeah, what's up, Mike? Yeah, I'll have to make it public before that happens because it always sets it to private ad after they finish. But I'll probably go live tomorrow afternoon sometime while I'm down here working, and I'll probably do another live tomorrow night since I'm not working at a job anymore right now. I've got more time to go live, so. I love y'all very much. Appreciate you hanging out with me. I have missed you. I am back. Have a great night, guys.